Welcome, everyone. It is 5:19 on Monday, October 11th of 2021, and the Carroll City Council meeting shall now commence. Will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please note everyone is in attendance except for Councilman Cox. Our first item on the agenda is the consent agenda. It includes the approval of the minutes of the September 27th meeting, approval of bills and claims. Under licenses and permits, we have a new Class C liquor license with Sunday sales for Tequila El Palomo. We have a new cigarette permit for Aqua Vape LLC. We also have a concrete saw purchase, a dowel drill purchase, and the bid results for the hybrid triplex T-mower for the golf course. Are there any questions with regards to the consent agenda?
I just was gonna mention two quick things. The one is the greens mower, and then we are trading in 2 greens mowers. I know that was a question. We when we went out to bid, when we were looking at bids for these, we put in the dollar amount we thought we were gonna be at, but we were told by the contractors and sellers that we would probably need more money, so that's why we decided to trade another T-mower and make sure we get this mower we really need. With the other 2, been some issues with them. So this will, and they kept us in the budget, you saw that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Thank you,
wanted to
Jack.
mention that. Scott wanted me to mention that.
Sounds good.
On that same subject line, I saw that the dowel drill purchase was a little above, but the concrete saw purchase was substantially below. I assume those 2 therefore offset each other.
Those are Randy's.
Those are
Oh,
Randy's.
sorry. Yep, clicked the wrong guy.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, guys.
With that, I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. If there's no other discussion, we'll go ahead and vote, please.
Dirks?
Yes.
Seaman?
Yes.
Haley?
Yes.
Fleshner?
Yes.
Days?
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Thank you. We have the oral requests and communications from the audience. Do we have any?
We have a number of
Go
people
on.
online, so if they do want to make a comment, they just need to unmute their mics.
If there's anybody online, this is the time for the oral requests and communications from the audience. Please unmute your mic. Not seeing nobody else here. With that, we will go to the ordinances, and we have the Carroll Recreation Center fees ordinance, the second reading. And Jack, please.
This is before you tonight with the same rates, same information for the Carroll Rec Center, and it's just the second reading. I know you wanted to wait to see if you had questions and comments from the public, so this is time for you guys to decide what you want to do.
I hadn't received any additional comments. Jack, did you get any at the office?
I had one that was concerned with some of the, we keep raising fees with just some of the things within the facility, and we're attacking some of those things and trying to improve it, everything, every day. So they weren't necessarily worried so much about the fee increase, just more of some of the operational things we're doing.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Jack? If not, I will need a motion to approve the second reading of the ordinance that amends the Carroll Recreation fees and charges 114.03.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. There's no other discussion.
Just a quick question, since I've just come in, did I miss anything conversational wise, anything changed from last time?
No, we're just doing the second reading for the
Good to go.
for the fees. If there's no other discussion, we'll go ahead and vote, please.
Fleshner?
Yes.
Cox?
Yes.
Dirks?
Yes.
Days?
Yes.
Seaman?
Yes.
Haley?
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Thank you. The next item under ordinances is the Carroll City Ordinance Chapter 69.01, Section 47 Amendment. And Brad, please.
Thank you, Mayor. This is the second reading from the parking ordinance that we discussed at the last meeting. Since that time, I have not received any comments for or against this change to the parking. I'm not sure if you guys have. My suggestion at this point, without getting any feedback besides what we had talked about last week, is that we waive our third reading and go ahead and amend chapter 69.08 subsection 47 of the Carroll City Ordinance.
Are there any questions for Brad? If not, I will look for a motion to approve the second reading and waive the third for the ordinance change amendment to chapter 69.08 subsection 47 of the City of Carroll Ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. There's no other discussion. We'll go ahead and vote, please.
Base? Yes. Haley?
Yes.
Dirks?
Yes.
Seaman?
Yes.
Fleischner?
Yes.
Cox?
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Move to adopt.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to adopt. If there's no other discussion, we'll go ahead and vote, please.
Seaman?
Yes.
Base?
Yes.
Dirks?
Yes.
Fleischner?
Yes.
Cox?
Yes.
Haley?
Yes.
Ordinance is adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the next item on the agenda is under resolutions, and it is the Low-Income Housing Water Assistance Program. And Laura, please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. New Opportunities has approached the city about partnering with them on a new program called the Low Income Household Water Assistance Program. This is very similar to LIHEAP, if you've heard that acronym before. It's income-based, and New Opportunities, it's COVID-related money for one of the different, I guess, a couple different proclamations that the presidents have done over the last year and a half. Is helping to fund this, is funneling through the states and then into the new opportunity agencies. They're called different things across the state. They will be the ones that administer it. They will do all the bookwork to do the background checks and do all the other paperwork that needs to be done to qualify the individuals for this. Where it comes in is obviously we provide the water services to the citizens of Carroll, and then they would let us know if somebody qualifies and if they are struggling to pay their water, sewer, and stormwater portion of the bill. It does not cover garbage, but those portions of the bill, then they would provide the check to the city to post to their utility account. From our standpoint, from the city standpoint, there's no additional cash outlay that the city will do. There's just some administrative work that we would do in the office, and that would not be burdensome to us. So we think this would be a good thing to help some of our customers who may still be struggling due to COVID-related issues, that if they qualify, to help them pay for their part of their utility bill. With that, there is a resolution to approve the agreement with New Opportunities to work with them on this water assistance program.
What's the longevity of this?
Right now, they're calling it a pilot program, that it's only authorized until September of 2023, or unless the funds run out prior to that, or if there's still funds going, they'll keep it going. Now, I don't know how, if it's what they call successful, if they'll continue to find funding for it, that I don't know.
So if somebody qualifies for this, do you know if it'll be ongoing until funds run out, or is it a month-by-month thing?
I believe, if you mean for like one individual particular customer, it'd probably be a month by month, I would think, because it's targeting those that are delinquent or behind, or if they've had in danger of getting shut off, or if they have been shut off.
Okay.
So I don't think that we will automatically get, if you qualify, I don't think we automatically get a payment every month for that.
But that's not our deal to administer. You just have to do the entries, I presume.
Correct, yes, yep. New Opportunities would work with the individuals, the qualifying individuals, and then they would pay us each month.
Sure.
Yep.
So I see it doesn't cover the trash. It doesn't cover that. So how will this affect the bills? I mean, let's say they don't pay that either. Get an overdue statement on that and not the
Yeah, they'll
water.
sit on their account until if they get to the point where, so our policy is if they do happen to get shut off, we will not turn on until it has been paid in full. So that individual would have to pay that portion that relates to the garbage. And then we have to receive word from New Opportunities, yep, we will pay the other portion, and then we can turn them back on. So they would have to make some type of payment to cover that. For the other portion, it might sit on there for a little while if they don't pay right away.
So what I was thinking is they'll get their water bill paid and then not this other portion on the bill and their water will still get shut off is what I was,
Not
Concerned about.
necessarily, because the utility or the garbage portion is a smaller amount of the bill.
right?
And so, until it gets to a huge amount
Oh, I understand.
on their
Okay.
account
Mhm.
before we would shut off.
Thank you.
So the applications are all done at New Opportunities?
Yes, they will do all that, the qualifying portion of it.
Laura, will the city be providing information to New Opportunities as to who is behind on their bills or not paying their bills?
I don't believe that was a part of the agreement, and I did not ask that in the phone conversation I had with a representative from New Opportunities. We will refer individuals that we know that are struggling. They have a flyer that was part of your agenda packet. There's a flyer that has been created that we can help promote and put on our Facebook page, and maybe just have it set on our counter for people to see if they come in. But we'll leave a lot more of the promoting side of it, if you want to call it that, on New Opportunities. They're probably already working with some families or some individuals through the My Heat program for the heating assistance. So those would probably, I'm thinking the qualifications for those two programs are very similar, if not identical. That if they're already coming in for heat assistance, they can say, hey, do you need help with the water as well?
I think I found my answer to that in I don't know, paragraph 7 or part 7 of it there under confidentiality.
Okay.
That'll be limited, so, thank you.
One comment I would just interject, because I think it's an important thing to know. You know, we've been really kind of watching, especially early on, we really watched our delinquencies to see if we've seen an uptick in our water delinquencies. And reality is really we have not seen a big shift in Carroll on delinquencies. And from what I hear from my peers, that's also kind of held true statewide. So it'll be a good program for those that need it, but we just haven't seen a big uptick in our delinquency rate, which is good in our community.
Very good.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Laura? If not, I will need a motion to approve the water utility vendor agreement with New Opportunities for the low-income household water assistance program.
So moved.
Second?
There's a motion and a second. If there's no other discussion, we'll go ahead and vote, please.
Seaman,
Yes.
Base. Yes. Dirks.
Yes.
Cots,
Yes.
Haley,
Yes.
Fleshner.
Yes.
The resolution is approved.
Thank you. We don't have anything under reports this evening. And I trust everyone's read the committee reports. I think there's one in there. I have no comments this evening. Are there any comments from council members? Any comments from the city manager?
None this evening.
With that, we will need to enter into a closed session. So,
There'll be action taken after closed session. That's fine.
But
No, I'm,
it wasn't earlier. So I just couldn't guarantee it earlier. Sorry, Chantel.
okay.
Can we get a motion to go into closed session?
I need a motion to go into closed session per Iowa Code 21.51, subsection 1C.
And council is so authorized to go in closed session.
Thank you.
Is there a motion? Support.
Fleshner,
Yes.
Dirks,
Yes.
Haley,
Yes.
Cots,
Yes.
Base. Yes. Seaman.
Yes.